Hey guys, what's up? This is Mario here, bringing you guys another video, and today we had a bunch of new information released about the House of Wolves DLC, so you guys are going to need to sit back and relax for just a few minutes, or probably more than a few minutes, whilst I explain to you everything that Bungie has just announced that will be coming in the House of Wolves DLC. Now, before I move on to any of the actual specific details released about the Reef and the upgrade paths that they announced in the live stream, I wanted to mention that the new Reef social space, which is the Vestian Outpost, will be free and will be available to all Guardians on launch day. Now, this is an excellent decision because nobody thought that anyone who didn't have the DLC would be able to do anything. But at least you'll be able to access the Reef social space. But if you still don't want to buy the DLC, you will be able to upgrade all of your gear to the new light level 34 and to the new 365 attack stat completely for free without buying the DLC. So if you're not convinced to buy the actual DLC, you'll be able to upgrade your gear and you'll be able to visit the new social space, which is excellent marketing. Giving players stuff for free, and then they can pay for the extra stuff if they want to. Of course, you won't be able to access the Trials of Osiris, nor will you be able to access the Prison of Elders if you don't have the DLC from current knowledge. But anyways, now let's get into the actual specific details. So guys, this is the first vendor that was revealed to us in the actual live stream, which is Reforge, who is the leader of the Queen's Wrath faction. Now, two things just before I talk about this vendor. First of all, you're going to be seeing the three guys in the bottom right corner a lot in these pictures. From left to right, these are Christopher Barrett, who is the creative director, Deej, who is the community manager, and Gathalion, who is a YouTuber and streamer. And these were the hosts of the live stream, and I can't really cut out their faces, so you're gonna have to put up with them there. Not saying that they're not good looking or anything like that, just saying. And second of all, you may notice in the bottom corner it says activate Windows. That's because my computer's very stupid, and that won't go away. But anyways, the Queen's Wrath person, Reforge, will be selling some new bounties, as you can see. There's three, like, captain bounties and servitors, and then there's three with the House of Wolves picture on them. And these will, of course, be new bounties that will only be tied into the new House of Wolves content. You won't have to go back and play old content to complete these bounties. Apart from that, Reforge will be selling some emblems, some shaders, and then one of their heads is actually blocking what is a new ship. I thought it was something different, but it is a new ship, and it is a really cool looking ship. You can go and watch the live stream. I believe Gathalion's going to upload it to his channel, which you can go watch if you want, but the ship does look pretty damn cool. So next up we have this guy, who is actually a member of the Fallen, and as you can see, he is the leader of the House of Judgment, which is going to be one of the new factions that will be added in the House of Wolves, and that everyone will be able to access. As you can see, he is selling some Prison of Elders rewards, which is very interesting. As I have said previously, I don't think you'll be able to buy these if you don't have the DLC, since they are Prison of Elders rewards, sorry. They are Prison of Elders rewards, and Prison of Elders is a DLC only activity. And then apart from that, you can see he's going to be selling some bonds, cloaks, and marks. He's going to be selling, I forget the name of them, the consumables that let you get ammo. I always forget the name. Oh, synthesis, there we go. He's also going to be selling some ships and some shaders at the bottom there, which all look pretty cool, and I can't wait to see this guy in the tower because he's a freaking Fallen and he's got the face mask. Now guys, this is actually the part that I think I will have the most information on, unless people have got as nitpicky as me and looked as deep into this guy, but this is the Disciple of Osiris, and this is of course a Trials of Osiris vendor. There was rumours from some people that he was going to be a new Cryptarch, but those have been put to rest. He is a member of the Trials of Osiris, a vendor for them. And as you can see, he has three things that he's selling. First thing is the trial rewards. Now, in the live stream itself, they actually rolled over one of these, and it was called a Stone Tier package, I believe. And you unlock those after you win 2 consecutive games in the Trials of Osiris. Which is very interesting, and it means that the more games you win, the more packages you will have to unlock, and the better gear you'll be able to get from the packages. Next up, as you can, the next thing down is the trial supplies. Now, this is where the Trials of Osiris is going to be super interesting. There are 3 options here. One of them is, the first from left to right, it's Favour of Osiris, Mercy of Osiris, and Boon of Osiris. Now the first one, which is the Favour of Osiris, it will say, this is what the description says. It says you will start the trials with a win already awarded. So obviously this is going to count towards your win streak to unlock the packages, which of course I imagine you'll be able to get Trials of Osiris gear from. And of course this is pretty cool because you actually get to pick what bonuses you want to get. Then we have the Mercy of Osiris, which says that your first loss in the trials will be forgiven. Now, if you don't know how the trials work, if you lose 3 consecutive games, then you are out of the tournament, or it might not be consecutive, it might be just 3 losses. But yeah, if you lose 3 games, then you're out of the tournament. You have to buy your way in again. And this will, of course, forgive the first loss, so you'll be able to lose 4 games without getting kicked out. And then finally, we have the Boon of Osiris, which means winning your first Trials match will count as 2 wins rather than 1, which is once again super cool. And I like that we're going to be able to actually choose how we play the Trials of Osiris. And then at the bottom, there's also, you can see that there's going to be a way that you can buy into the Trials of Osiris. But let's get off the Trials of Osiris and let's answer the question, why do you need to visit the tower when you've got all this new cool stuff at the Reef? So, as you can see in the background, we are starting with the speaker, and I bet that the speaker was the last person you would expect to be ever important. He literally sold emblems, cloaks, marks, and bonds. That was it. That was his only purpose, but now Bungie has given him a very, very important purpose indeed, which is that you can now buy materials from him. As you can see, right down near all of the guys' heads, there is now a material exchange at the speaker. So you can switch your shards for energies and energies for shards, except the Ascendant materials this time. And yeah, you'll be able to do that for a bit of glimmer and a shard or an energy depending which transfer you're doing. You can now, and this is the really cool thing that had me going during the live stream, you can now buy motes of light for 2 I think it's 2 shards or energies for 1 mote of light, which is excellent because people who've been playing the game for a long time have had 300, 400. I know people that have like 1,000 Ascendant materials saved up in the vault or wherever. And this is going to be super useful. They can now spend them on useful things such as motes of light, which they can use to buy exotic engrams from Jeu, and things like that. You guys get the point. It's very exciting that we can now do this. And then, of course, you can buy glimmer now as well for shards and energies. And you can also still switch radiant materials between with the speaker. So this is really cool, but now let's move on to the next part that is cool about this reveal. So guys, as you can see on the screen right now, we have Deej, who has brought up the Shadow Price Legendary Auto Rifle. Now, there is an added perk thing to it, which is called Ascend, and it says increases the attack value of this weapon to the highest available in Year 1, which is of course Year 1 of Destiny's rotation. And you can see that this will cost him 750 glimmer, it will cost him some materials, so Spirit Bloom, Relic Iron, etc. And it will also cost him 1, let me get this right, Etheric Light, that's what it's called, Etheric Light. And you're going to be able to obtain this Etheric Light from places such as, I didn't actually remember what he said, but I believe it's from Raids, or the Prison of Elders specifically. You can get it from the Nightfall, and you can also get it from daily packages, rarely. We haven't got confirmation on the daily packages, but you can get it from random drops is essentially what he said. And this is how you will upgrade your weapons to the new attack stat, and upgrade your armor to the new light stat. Which is super exciting, and as I've said, you'll also be able to do it if you don't even have the DLC. So you'll be able to bring all of your new weapons and put them on par with everyone else's weapons, which is such a good move from Bungie's part, and I'll talk more about that at the end of this video. But that's how you're going to upgrade it. And for exotics, I just wanted to mention this. For exotics, you won't need Etheric Light. You will need simply exotic shards, and I believe it's weapon parts or Hadronic Essence, Plasteel Plating, etc. But that is what you'll need in order to upgrade your weapons. And finally, the last thing that I'm going to be bringing up in this video was basically just all of the important things that you guys will want to know, was this new perk that you will see on some of the new weapons, only the new House of Wolves weapons, which is called Reforge Ready. And this perk, and this is where it gets interesting, and some of you guys are going to absolutely love this, you can now reforge your weapons at the gunsmith. A, the gunsmith now has a use, and B, you can reforge weapons. And this is something that everybody's been asking for a long time. Ever since weapons, like, people have been getting super good perk rolls on, like, the 2 to the Morgue, or Iron Banner weapons, Fell Witner's Lie, specifically there. Now we're going to be able to do it with any House of Wolves weapon, aside from Prison of Elders weapons. I don't think they'll let us do it with those, because they're meant to be how they're designed. But now you can reforge your weapon, so you have the chance at least to get the perfect weapon that you want. And just buying it or getting it from a random drop, you're not limited to that anymore, as long as it has the Reforge Ready perk on the beginning of it. But yeah, that's the last thing that I wanted to bring up, so now I'm going to move on to my opinion on all of these updates. So guys, do I think Bungie has done a good job with all of these updates and all of the things that they've revealed to us? Yes, they have absolutely gone above and beyond with all of the updates that they've brought out. Destiny, for those people that were saying Destiny is a dead game, you are completely wrong. This is a great update. This is like above anything that I'd expected anyways. I didn't expect the new material exchange. I didn't expect reforging weapons. Another thing that I didn't bring up, and if you guys stick around for my opinion, yeah, you're going to get to hear this, you can do it with any piece of weapon, any legendary weapon or any piece of legendary armor. So you can now customize how you look, essentially. So you're going to need to earn, of course, the etheric light, but then you can look however you want, which is going to be absolutely incredible. And I think that they've done a great job with this. Specifically, and I can't wait now for the Trials of Osiris and the Prison of Elders reveals, which, in case you don't know, the Trials of Osiris is going to be next week with the special guest who's going to be Triple Wreck, who again is a live streamer. If you don't know who he is, he specifically focuses on PvP, so the Trials of Osiris is appropriate for that, and that's going to be on Wednesday, April 29th, so definitely go to twitch.tv/Bungie, I'm going to guess 7 PM UK time and 11 AM Pacific. You can translate that with Google if you really want. And you can watch the Trials of Osiris, what is going to be live gameplay apparently, which is going to be very interesting, and we'll see how the things that I talked about in this video will play out over time. But anyways, I want to know your opinions on all of this stuff, guys. Leave everything in the comment section below. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you've enjoyed any part of this update or this video, remember to smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for daily gaming content. Remember to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Twitch, links in the description below, and I'll see you guys in another video. So until then, ciao.